So, as I was mentioning, for homework, you guys are going to be doing the arrowheads, okay? And Terumi is going to take photos of those and put them onto canvas so that you guys can see what they look like. So, you guys already have your line weights and line types drawn that you guys need to go put into your binder. We talked about the notion of the Lion's Gate being the historical precedence for the notion of a pedimented front carried on columns and lintels. So one of your assignments, in addition to the arrowheads, is going to be to go into Google and do a Google image search for Lion's Gate drawing. Lion's Gate drawing. It's the thing that we were just studying with the two lions. It'll be in the recordings. But Lion's Gate, you could say Lion's Gate drawing. Maybe if you want to add the word Mycenae to it, that's fine. Okay. But the key thing here is that you are to get that drawing. You are to print it. Okay, and you are to do a trace overlay over the top of it where you use 3 colors of marker. One for the vertical elements, the two posts on either side. The second one is the lintel block, and the third one is the actual Lion's Gate sculpture that sits on top. So 3 different colors on the overlay, and then you are to highlight the colors in black so that each of those kind of shows up. So that's assignment number 2. We talked about the notion that this thing in Mycenaean culture, the megaron, would become another one of the, and actually it was not Mycenae for, or yes, it is Mycenae for, it's Mycenae for the Lion's Gate, sorry. For this one, it's Minoan. So the Minoans and the megaron are sort of associated with each other. I'm giving you the plan for the megaron at Knossos. Okay? So on this plan, you are to do multiple trace overlays. The first trace overlay is going to be a highlighter of the areas that you think are inside versus outside. Okay? Remember that I referred to this as a porch. Okay? Second overlay is you are to draw a center line, a long dash, short dash line that designates the axes of symmetry through this thing. Okay? So that's a second piece of overlay that's going over this. Then you are to put a third piece of overlay, and I talked about where you might use a dashed line and how the Minoans had actually understood how light reflects in things. And I told you that there was an opening over top of the altarpiece in the megaron, right? Or not the altarpiece, but the sort of the fire pit in the center. And I already sketched it for you once. The third overlay is to have those dashed lines showing where you feel that overhead structure was. You're welcome to research it on the internet, and you're welcome to look at the slides that will be posted to Canvas. Okay? So there's three distinct pieces of homework. All of these things are to be 3-hole punched and put in your binder in a nice, neat, and orderly fashion, along with all of the other elements that you guys have done so far. So we told you guys that you guys need to go back and make sure that we're going to be checking for homework, and you're to bring your binder in with everything. So we're doing a binder check. Okay, any questions?
What was the third dash line go for the...
I mentioned the dash lines. The drawing is right there. It's also recorded. Okay? So the dash lines are used to designate things that are overhead.
Oh.
Okay? And so what I'm asking you to do is in this megaron, I'm asking you to take a stab at where you think those dashed lines would be located. Okay?
From
all right.
Overhead?
It's above us. So I told you guys that there were three kinds of line types and how they're used, right?
Oh, he wants to use those line types to...
Well, some of them, yeah.
For the symmetries?
One of them is for line of symmetry. One of them is for things that are overhead.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Other questions? All right. I'll see you all on next Friday.